Chico live. Hey,
Chill. Yeah.
Unk&Chico live.
Yeah.
Unk&Chico live. Let's
Talking
go.
smart to a pimp, you done broke the first rule. Say it again, talking smart to a pimp, you done broke the first rule.
Tuesday night vibes.
Yeah.
We bounce around this thing, man.
Yeah.
Uncle Neely.
What it do, big dog Chico?
Man, you know what? Before we really get into things,
Yeah.
I got a request.
Let's get it.
In the words of Coach Prime. All right, that's on me. Kill the DJ. Kill the DJ. In the words, in the words of Coach Prime, Dub.
Yeah.
I can say it now. Give us our theme music.
I ain't even gonna let the beat drop. They hear that sound, they know what time it is. Yes, sir. Unk&Chico. Live and direct.
Tuesday night vibes for the On time for another live with Unk and Big Dog Chico. Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
Don't pull on up, man. Get in that chat. Let us know where you're from.
It's another one.
Tuesday.
It's another one, baby.
We got a banging show.
It's another one.
Another live with Unk and Big Dog. Moses with Unk and Big Dog. With Unk and Big Dog.
So get ready for it.
Unk and Big Dog Chico.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start the show like we're supposed to do. Talk to me, Unk. What's happening with that cold-blooded Goonsville shirt you got on right there?
Cold-blooded Goonsville. Jaka. Hey, man, shout out to Goonsville. We all in a good mood tonight, baby. See everybody checking in. And shout out to Lumberton, North Kakalaki. See Fayetteville, North Carolina in the house. Virginia Beach. Man, they coming on here. Y'all come on in. Keep checking in. Keep letting us know you come. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on both channels. Make sure you're subscribing to both channels. Make sure you have the notifications on for both channels because we're going to be coming like this a lot. Just pop-up shows. You know, we go live on Sunday nights, Unk&Chico live on Sundays, but this is, hey man, Tuesday vibes. We got a special guest checking in with us, have an open and honest conversation about things. Chico, let me tell you something, dog. It's been some dogs in that building today coming to meet with Coach Prime. I love what I'm seeing. You know, these guys get to roll out their own announcements and that kind of thing, but everybody he met with today said yes.
Wow. And I heard that there were some guys there before you even said that there was some dogs. I saw that there were some dogs there. And hey, get ready for it. Like just like last year when you said, don't worry about the guys that's going out.
Yeah.
Just look forward and look at what we have coming in. And I think you're going to be very, very surprised and very satisfied with the talent that we have coming in. We already seen the big fella standing next to Coach Warren Sapp, making him look like a little baby boy. How big he is, 6'5", 324 pounds. Mr. Jahim Otis came over from Alabama, defensive lineman, number 1 rated defensive lineman in the transfer, number 13 player overall, according to some sources. Man, how was it seeing him? I even saw him in the weight room throwing up 200, I think it was like 250 pounds easily in the weight room.
I saw him spinning it on his finger like it looked like some shit off of cartoons. You know, the Joker stomped and the barbell popped up and he caught it. You know, it's just unreal strength. Like I said, Chico, some of the other positions that you're going to be hearing soon, man, you're going to be hearing some special team stuff. You're going to be hearing some quarterback stuff. You're going to be hearing some receiver stuff. You're going to be hearing some tight end stuff. You're going to be hearing some O-line stuff. I'm telling you, man, the parents who are in the building, you're probably going to be seeing them soon on Prime Parents with Chico and Unk. And I love the way this team is, man. I did a 30-minute plus sit down with Coach Prime this evening that'll be dropping on the network. And we had some open and honest conversations about just what you and I've been saying, Chico, that, man, when you take back a look at this thing, step back, take a look at, I know you got Travis leaving, Shedeur leaving, the Shark Cam, et cetera, but this team has gotten better.
I'm sitting here telling you, I told them people before, with the guys that's coming in and the reloading going on,
yeah,
I think overall the talent is going to be higher and the team is going to be better at the end of the day. Once we get into spring camp, we're going to see all the talent that has been assembled on this team right here.
Yeah, you said it best, man. You hit something like dead on right there. We got to get to spring camp because the one thing that's funky about this portal is, it ain't over till it's over.
Yeah.
And so we got to get to January, get to this bowl game, get to January when guys, actually report, and we will see what we have there. I think that, in that process of college football, this is not an indictment on Colorado or college football. It's just a thing. You're probably going to lose somebody that you have verbally right now by the time it comes to reporting. Because you got people who rightly so, value the bag. And once you say you want to go somewhere, the ripple effect of that is people start offering bigger bags and that kind of thing. That's just a part of the game. But I'm telling y'all, man, from the guys I saw in that building today, parents I talked to, players I talked to, coaches I talked to, arrow is most definitely pointing up.
I saw a linebacker in there today that's going to be maybe one of those green dot type linebackers. I think he play inside and outside, and he is a guy that can go. So we're reloading. We're reloading at the linebacker position with them dogs and all over the field. So y'all just be ready for it, man. Be ready for it. We're going to have – we got some news. Let's talk about this. As we're talking about college football,
let's get
some news. I got a quick little piece of news that I had prepped. Let me make sure I got it right. Make sure I got it right this time. Last time it didn't go so well. Let's see if it goes right this time. Bam! News update. Report. Mike Vick is the new head coach at Norfolk State University. That's what report's saying. Clap for Michael Vick. Clap for Michael Vick. Where's the audio at? Audio man, where you at?
He's drunk.
He right there with that bad dog.
He didn't got it. He didn't got in that Ralph's reserve before we announced it. He didn't got in that Ralph's and come on with that. Hey, let's do it again. Michael Vick, new head coach at Norfolk State. Clap for him.
Yeah. Where you at? Clap. Where you at?
Audio man.
We still drunk.
We get audio man.
Michael Vick is the new head coach at Norfolk State University.
Yeah, audio man. Clap for him. Clap for him.
Hey, how big is that? Uncle Neil? What do you think about that?
It's huge. It's huge for Michael Vick and what he brings to the table. It's huge for Norfolk State, that Virginia community, for HBCUs, for that conference. What Coach Prime did when he first went to Jackson State, and you had Hugh go over to Grambling and Eddie George at Tennessee State, and Eddie George just won a championship there. Now you got Michael Vick coming to Norfolk State. This is just big, man. It's big. We can't wait to see, his staff and who he's going to call up to be with him and rock there with him at Norfolk State. But I would imagine that first season curve that all coaches have, that after that, I'm looking for Norfolk State to make some noise, man, under the leadership of Michael Vick. He has been around Coach Prime's programs at Jackson State and Coach Prime's programs at Colorado, covering and coming to hang out just because of their relationship. Coach Prime told me, and I can, say it on the record now, told me last week that Vick had called him, for some advice on this job. And Prime told him, like, man, you should go for it. You should take it. It's a wonderful opportunity for both parties.
Yeah. Right there in his home area, he should be able to do some great recruiting. They might have to add some more, stands and seatings to that stadium now, because I think he's going to have that thing packed out there in Virginia, man. Right there in his hometown, and high school.
And I feel you on Virginia. I absolutely feel you. But don't sleep on his impact still in Georgia. It's two people that played for the Falcons, and Deion Sanders and Michael Vick, and their names still ring in Metro Atlanta and all over the state of Georgia. And they're by Alabama and that panhandle of Florida. So Vick is going to be able to do some wonderful things there at their program, recruitment wise, coaching wise. And again, I'm really looking forward to see who's going to be on that staff.
Great point. Great point. All right, you got Bill Belichick also at North Carolina. You know, we talked about that last week. So a lot of different high-profile type guys getting into coaching now. I think, you know what, real quick, a lot of athletes and former coaches would easily just transition into that analyst role and be a talking head on TV. Now I think they're looking at it and say, hey, man, okay. And I think they kind of did that out of necessity. They can go right into it. Coaching, usually you would have to go through what do you call graduate assistant route and work your way kind of up. But nowadays, with the success of Deion Sanders and everybody seeing what Coach Prime is doing, they're like, okay, you know what? This guy's a Hall of Famer. He knows football. He deserves a chance to go out here and lead a program. Hell, he led it. He's a quarterback. He led a team. You know, so you know, congrats to Michael Vick once again, and I'll be looking for great things from Mike Vick.
Yeah, man, and all the things that were once being held against him. I love the final redemption of this too. That this is a restoration, if you will, a full restoration, if you will, of our good brother Michael Vick and everything he went through to overcome it. People still try to hold it against you, even though it's in your past. And I think for Norfolk State to be like, you know what, bam, we tapping you, just says great things about his character and who he is. And now being officially put in charge of some young men.
I'm just laughing. Boog just tagged us on Instagram. He got us when we messed up on the audio. The audio man fired.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, audio man ain't worth a damn, Boog. No. Let me tell you
audio
this.
man worth a damn.
No, audio man ain't worth a damn. Now, Chico is 9.5 stars out of 10. I'm never going to get nobody 10 because I love growth. You know, Neely 8.8, but audio man ain't worth a damn. Hey, Boog, I don't know if you know this, brother. Chico is the audio man.
Oh,
yeah, Chico the audio man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Man, what's going on, Boog? Man, how you doing, man? We have the co-host of the Travis Hunter Show right here amongst many other things. Big Boog Knight, man. Talk to us. How you doing, Boog?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I thank y'all guys for you inviting me on the set, man. Come kick it with y'all fellas tonight, man. Look, I look forward to this night right here, man.
Hey, Boog, is this the part of the show where we act like we ain't just left each other? I was just with you at the building. Like,
Yeah, we supposed to act like, man.
Okay, yeah. Hey, good to see you, brother. I ain't seen you in a while.
You know, man, it's always good to see y'all.
Well, I don't have quite those Shannon Sharp introductions, but, you know, Uncle Neely, you want to give an intro, or Boog, you want to give an intro for yourself, man? Let the people know.
I would love to give him this intro and simply say this. Young Moolah, baby. Young Money is in the house. Boog, you know, you see him working close with entertainers like Lil Wayne. You see him working close in managing high-profile athletes like our very own Travis Hunter. Brother does a very good job out there in the recruiting community, the information community, just all around sports from the amateur up to the pro level. Young Money is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely. Young Money, APAA representative. Talk to us, Boog. Tell us, you know, a little bit about yourself, first of all. And then we're going to get into how you get into doing what you're doing right now.
Man, really, it's simple, man. Like, I've been with Coach Prime since 2014, man, going on 10 years, man, since he had his high school out in Dallas, Texas. You know, I was, one of the top recruiters on the basketball side with, Coach Ray Preditone was his head coach. I was assistant coach over there, man. So we built something special over there. And then, sometimes things come to an end. So even when it came to an end, we always transition and find ways to stay, running in the same circles and continue to move in the same direction. So, we went on, did our own school after that. And then even after that, Trinity Christian High School. I said, I wasn't just a regular coach. I was the guy that, all the kids lived with me. I was the one that, through 3 years, I had 24 kids, man. I had 8 kids, eight. All of them from different backgrounds, underprivileged areas, all 24 of them went to college for free. Most of them was first-generation high school graduates. All of them was first-generation college graduates. So that was the walk I was really walking at that point. And then from there, it just went from there. The next thing you know, we end up in Jackson. You know, we had a strong run there. Then it just the vision kept getting bigger and bigger, and things kept happening. Now you see Colorado, so everybody be wondering like, man, why I'm around, how I'm around. I've been around. It just doing whatever needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? Just the Swiss Army knife. No matter whatever the role is. Some days I'm security, some days I'm the driver, some days I'm the cameraman, some days I'm the whatever. So
that's crazy you say that, because I know it's kind of generic, but how important is it to be able to do multiple things, to wear many different hats in a situation where you have a lot of things going on, and you're around an important figure, a polarizing figure like Coach Prime? How important is it to just wear many hats and be effective and also efficient in whatever that you're doing out there?
Man, it's very important, man. As long as you know how to do everything, somebody always gonna have a need for something. If you can fill a void, or you could, sometimes if something ain't there, you can pick it up. Man, there's always gonna be a job for you somewhere doing something. Yeah. And I always tell, like, man, I was always a good soldier. Before I even elevated to a boss role, I always was a good soldier. So I still like to, keep my boots on the ground. And at the end of the day, no matter how far I elevate in other areas, some days I'm like, say, some days I'm the boss in this room, and then some days over here I'm the worker, I'm the handler, I'm the whatever. So just being able to wear different hats in different situations and knowing, understanding what roof I'm under at the time, I could figure it out either way the cut go. So it's very important, man, because like I say, as long as you do that, there's always gonna be room for you somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely, man. One thing I like about Boog and Coach Prime. Let me first say this, Chico. I've been with Coach Prime now for 5 football seasons, going into my 6th. Have met Boog during that time, and I don't know if it's Coach Prime or Boog, but my life has changed for the better since I met one of them. So it might be Boog doing that, because Boog do everything. So I'm happy to be part of the team. And one thing I say that he just summed it up right. There's nothing like being able to serve in different capacities, because no matter what job title you have that responsibility and the responsibility of every job under you. Like, there's nothing too small for you. Just like Coach Prime. Coach Prime is in the cafeteria. You'll see him picking up trash off the floor. You'll see him coaching. You'll see him doing interviews.
You saw him cutting the grass at Jackson State.
Exactly.
Right.
So, and he expects that of the people around him. And that's one of the things you see in Boog, with all the things that Boog could brag on about what he's doing and what he's done. Most humble guy in the room, man.
I appreciate
Most
that,
definitely,
David.
man. Most
Thank
definitely.
you, man.
Boog, I got to ask you this. You have done a lot in recruiting. You have done a lot in winning. Like you said, have gotten guys who no one in their family had a high school diploma, let alone a college degree, let alone went pro.
Right.
But it's one thing you done, and you did it for the first damn time. And I told Pretty Tony the same thing today. Man, you got a Heisman Trophy winner.
First time ever, bro. That's unreal.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like I say, I told him, man, I've been getting so many texts and calls. I ain't tackled not one person. I ain't called one pass, but people congratulate me like I won it. So I feel like I won. Hey, man, that's big.
Yeah, it is.
I ain't never been. A lot of people don't even know Heisman winners, man. Like, so to work hand in hand with one, it's a whole nother different. It's a different level, man. I can't even explain that. The gratefulness that I have for it, like, the appreciation that I have for it. Like, bro, I was just thinking, like, man, a lot of people don't even really know a Heisman winner. Like, not many of them.
No.
It's elite company.
It's crazy.
And let me say this, Chico, before you go, point something out to folks. It's really the stuff y'all don't see. Through Coach Prime's permission and promotion and ideas, we show y'all a lot about this program, but it's just some things you don't see. Like, y'all may remember the Colorado State game, the hit on Trav right at the out of bounds line, and it ended up with a lacerated liver. Man, well, what y'all didn't see is Boog in the locker room with him, taking him to the hospital. Like, y'all don't see that.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many moving parts to this behind the scenes roles that guys play to help these athletes be successful in life on and off the field.
Yeah, man, That's crazy. I slept at the hospital with Trav and Leon that night, man. That was a wild time right there.
Yeah, wow. Absolutely.
That I think that builds that trust, that builds that bond, that relationship during times like that. Tell me about, when was it that you met Trav? Was it back at Jackson State, or was it any time previous?
When Trav was in high school, actually, we was figuring out, trying to get him to come to Jackson. Like, me already being in the sports world heavy, a lot of relationship. I know a lot of people, man. A lot of people know me, man. I helped a lot of people, kids. So we always, some way, somehow, you know, between Freddie, Tony, and I, hey, man, who you know that know this one, you know, so we get to figure it out. Hey, such no, hey, and you just get to tying it together. So Trav was still in high school at the time when I met him, and then like from there, but the bond like that we got strong when he actually got to Jackson.
Yeah,
man, number one player coming out of high school chooses Jackson State over any other school in the world and goes to Jackson State, ends up wins the Heisman Trophy after coming to Colorado. Amazing story for Travis Hunter, man. Sound man. Y'all want to clap for Travis Hunter back there?
No, we clap for Travis and Boog. What a sound man at? Sound man.
Sound man on point. Now sound man ain't drinking too much.
Hey man, I think the sound man, Boog. I think the sound man got that bottle just past the label. You know, it's that came from the neck. And he about midway that label. You know, I think sound man feeling pretty good over there.
That's that Ralphie's Reserve. That Ralphie's Reserve. Look right above my head. You guys can order you some, and you could be a terrible sound man also.
You be feeling good, but you're gonna be bad at your job.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, but we wouldn't be keeping it 100, a thou wow, or buck nasty if we didn't address, you know, the folks out here who are just consumed with a personal relationship with somebody and making judgments that they don't know the first damn thing about. So let me say this, Chico. Let me tell you something that you don't know, Chico, and the audience I'm sure don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Back at Jackson State, me and Trav were neighbors. Like saw him every day. Him and Leanne every day. And I can tell you that when that dude got out of school and came home from practice, I saw who cooked the hot meal and had them ready.
Yes,
now, Boog, you stop when I'm lying. I remember at FAMU, Miami, we playing FAMU, getting the text because Travis' ankle was hurting.
Yeah.
And it was her in the room with him, you know, managing that pain, you know. And so folks see these little 10-second clips of somebody frowning or talking about something that you don't know the full context of, as if your mama or girlfriend or whatever ain't never done the same thing, and they make it bigger than it is. But how are they doing? How do you help them navigate that? Let them know we praying and pulling for them, because there's some folks out here that's claiming I care about you. This is why I'm talking in your business, but they really don't give a damn about you.
True story, man. First and foremost, just like you just made some good point, man. Liana love that boy to death.
Yep.
To life, I'm gonna say, love him to life, and he love her. Just like I can't explain how much he love her. So they love each other. Like I see a lot of these fake narratives being painted on the internet, and I'm around them pretty much every day. For the most part, if I ain't even around them, I'm talking to them about something. And the other night, flying back from New York, me and her, all of us was on the jet, heading back. He was over there knocked out, sleep. So me and her just going back and forth, and she was just talking about, you know, how people don't know the real her and this and that. And I'm just telling her, baby, listen, I had to stop her. I had to just let her know, like, baby, we 40,000 feet in the air. Your man's on side, you sleep. You drinking champagne on the private jet. It's a Heisman trophy right there on the floor next to y'all.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. Whatever they say, it shouldn't even reach you. They can't even get this high up to even address you. Not to even address you, queen. Fix your crown, baby. Because they can't.
If I had a good sound man, I would clap right there, but I ain't gonna worry. I ain't gonna bother. I ain't gonna bother.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
Yeah, let them go. Keep cooking, Boog.
Let them cook.
So I'm having these conversations with her, and I'm telling them because I know how much time. Matter of fact, I call her the GM. She's my general manager. That's what you don't know. I call her the GM because all his personality. Travis folk, he's laser focused. He play that game. He fish. He spend time with her and he play football. Right. He don't want to think about anything else other than what he has to do. So it's on me and her to communicate. Hey, what he like? What he want to do? Do he like this deal? Do he not like this deal? This company, like every little bit of his business goes to her because she handles it. That's why she's my general manager, because she can tell you, she can speak for him without him speaking for herself and know what he like and don't like. That's because, just like you say, even in Jackson those times, she's been there hands-on from day one, that she almost know what he want before he want it. And there's been times where I would ask him and he'll say, man, actually, I'm like, that's how strong it is. And people don't understand that, know that. And like I say, they take them bad clips and try to do this, that, and other. But I also say this another thing too, I say people that, man, this kid need to do this. That young fella need this person to say this. That young person need to do this. And this, I'm gonna leave y'all with this one on that one. This the same kid who was committed to Florida State and chose Jackson State and flipped and could have went to any school in the country. And everybody said his career was over with. It was a bad decision. It was the worst decision he could ever make. He's ruining his life. And he never cared. He never flinched. He never wavered. You know what I'm saying? He never, thought about, maybe I am ruining my life. He made a decision. He was willing to stand on business. And he stood on it, as we see today. And I always say, when you got a guy who's wired like that, he's wired to compete. He's wired to not only prove you wrong, but he's also wired to prove himself right. Yes. So for him, when the internet keeps saying he needs to do this and leave him out on a decision that he made, that's the wrong thing you do. All you're going to do is make them come closer together, because that's who he is. He's going to go harder behind the show to prove you that you're wrong and he's right. So he's going to go harder behind it. So all that ain't going to do nothing but make him go harder, because that's who he is naturally. Because when you're that type of guy, you want to be excellent on the field. You want to be excellent off the field. You want to be an excellent husband. You want to be an excellent father. You want to be an excellent friend. He has excellence written all over him. And so the kid's a unicorn. So when you go tell him about that, you talking about a kid who made that decision that big on his life. You think he about to let you decide who he's going to love? And we can't tell nobody who to love. We already know that. We done been there.
Absolutely.
All of us done been there. So for him, for somebody to say that, you got to understand who you're talking to. So for that kid, I'm going to show y'all better than I can tell you. And also, no matter what happens, he's man enough to know that I made a decision, and whatever happens, I'm going to stand on that, because I made that decision. And I did it my way. And he's been living his life doing things his way. So it's no different with this.
But if I was a notary public, I'd co-sign that thing, because you damn nailed it. And even to the folks who can't grasp it, like you just articulated, Boog, look at all the sound decisions that he has made. Going to Jackson State to be with Coach Prime and Shedeur, going with Shedeur and Coach Prime to Colorado, ending up with a Heisman in his hand, and for sure a top 5 pick in the draft, probably number 2 at that. But now y'all think he can't make decisions. Now y'all think he's not surrounded by wise counsel. You think Boog and Prime don't exist no more. You think Pretty Tony and Neely don't exist no more. Like where y'all getting this from a 10-second clip? It's absurd. It's ridiculous. And I just know, like, from a show perspective, a conversation perspective, we wouldn't have been as genuine as we always are if we didn't say, look, let's address this, man. Let's let the people know our perspective, because ain't nobody watching this show closer to it than you.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Nah, you spot on, man. That kid been making good decisions. And like I say, when you're different like that, it's like it ain't no different Coach Prime. He sees things that other people don't see, and then when they come to life, they're like, oh wow, okay, now I get it. Same thing. It's no different with Trav. He sees things for himself that nobody else sees, and like say it's the worst decision. It's ruining his life. In his mind, I'm about to make it work. So for him, when he operates in that realm, like there's nothing you can say or do that's gonna steer him off that track that he feel like it's not gonna work. So he's been making these decisions that everybody else didn't see, and they've worked for him. So with this one, I'm gonna sit back and trust the fact that this one's gonna work for him too.
I'm a good decision maker.
Yeah, he's a good decision maker. He sees things and feels things that other people don't. And also know it. And again, as a man and knowing the man he is, he's willing to live whatever decision he makes.
Absolutely. Right. No, he is a man. You may see a college student or a young man, but dude, what he's been through coming up, what he's been through, in college, dude, a grown ass man. Like, stop playing. Like, like trust the process, because look at the outcome. But when you look at like this Colorado team, like I said, you've been in the building around Coach Prime, something that Chico and I were talking about before you came on. The guys I've seen in the building recently, the guys we know we've gotten that verbal, handshake from, and a picture with Coach Prime, even though announcements may not have happened. It looks to be like this team has actually gotten better, even though you're losing Shedeur, Travis, Shiloh, Cam, etc. It looked like this team got better, man.
Man, if you look at all the surrounding pieces that you're moving out and then ones that you're moving in with, it's definitely a lot of elevation going on. Yeah. Now, how do you replace the number 2 and the number 12? I have yet to figure that part out. I don't even know if there's an answer to that. But everything else, I think, is being elevated so much that the way you might lack somewhere in some other areas is going to pick up in a whole lot of other areas, and then it's going to really take you to the whole other level. Like this class, it's going to be a whole lot different. And it ain't, and it's just getting started. Wait till the playoffs over with.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guys, I ain't gonna say over it. As these playoff teams start to lose slowly week by week, watch what's about to happen there.
Let him cook. Boog is
Stay
cooking.
tuned. Sitting here telling you, stay tuned. Got some dogs coming.
Yeah,
I've
don't know.
I've heard some good things.
You know, it's like we said, trust the process. You know, and I did an interview with Coach Prime tonight. We was all up there, and you know, we talked about how he did this with Truth and Trinity and Jackson State and now Colorado. And like, how many times do y'all have to see it work before you believe it's gonna work again? If I'm walking down the street and tap my pocket and be like, damn, I lost $10, and I turn the corner and pick up a 50, did I really lose $10? Yeah, no, I'm 40 up. You 40 up, baby. Like, 40 up. And so, like, when you look at one guy leaving, 2 or 3 guys come, and they augment was there. That's addition via subtraction. Like, you got better, you didn't get worse. And the other thing I love, Coach Prime, and I discussed this with him tonight. When guys leave us, he still helps them get somewhere else.
Bingo. Yeah. Yeah, we was all just in the office talking about one, you know.
Yeah.
He's still making calls on his behalf.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard Coach Sapp said that in the last Wednesday's with Warren. He said he called Trent Difford at my old school, UAB, to see if he can get Ryan Buell a look down there. So Coach Prime even said that, man. I told each guy, don't jump in that portal unless you think you have somewhere to go. You know, so you know that's good to hear from a coach if you're looking to get in the portal. And then JB came back also. Shout out to JB.
Shout out to JB. Chico, I got to tell you this before you ask Boog something. I got to tell the audience.
Here we go again.
We don't show y'all everything. But if you get Deion Sanders, Pretty Tony, Boog, and Grimes has been on the show before in the same room. When I tell you, Chico, I've been crying all night. At these fools,
it's mainly Grimes, man. Grimes a 5-starter, man.
Oh my God, man! Grimes is a rap on tonight, man.
Wasn't he? Man, Grimes saying, "Oh, like man, Grimes saying some kind of stuff like, hold on now, Grimes."
Grimes one of a kind, man. Grimes one of a kind. We supposed to have Grimes on this week or next week, I think, right?
Yeah, he'll be back on, man. Grimes, he's special, man. He's special. Go ahead, Chico. I did have to get that in, man.
I got a few questions. Let's go ahead. You mentioned it earlier with Travis signing the Adidas deal. We saw you dripped out in the Adidas, and you wore the Adidas to the Nike place. They got blessed with some Nike. But talk to me about Travis making the decision to sign with Adidas, and then that experience up in New York. You know, being able to be decked out in the Adidas and head to the Nike spot.
Okay, that's typical Travis Hunter. Again, betting on himself, saying, "Look, okay, we know pretty much in the apparel world, Nike is the leader. You know, everybody wants to Nike, this, that, and the other. But that's Travis saying, I think I'm that cool. I think what Michael Jordan did for Nike, I can go do this for Adidas. I'm the influence. You know." So I think that was a situation for him because, like, for him, it don't matter who's on top. It's where he feel he could be the most impactful. Like, it's the same thing. Go back to that kid who made that decision to go to Jackson State. I could be the most impactful in the HBCU round making this decision. I could be the most impactful at Jackson State. So when you talk about the brand deal, again, mindset don't change. It might be a different avenue, but his mindset's still the same. I could take Adidas and make them I'm gonna turn them to the front runner. Because he feels in his mind, I'm that cool, I'm that influential. And also, and what we noticed when we talked about it, and I point out to Travis, I said, one thing about you, Travis, is different from you than a lot of other people, because Adidas got greats like, you know, Super Bowl winning, you know, Pat Mahomes, you know, Anthony Edwards in the basketball, where they got some great talent, the Messis in the soccer where they got them. But I say, but the difference with Trav is that with you, bro, your range, like I see 5 and 6-year-old little girls and little boys who look up to you. And I see 70-year-old men and 70-year-old women look up to you. So it's like it's a whole lot different when I don't see a lot of kids, like, I'm no disrespect to them, but I don't see a lot of kids running around saying, man, I want to be Pat Mahomes. Yeah. Everybody know they can't be a quarterback. Now, if you're a quarterback, that might be your thing. Like, I want to be Pat Mahomes. But the average athlete or the average kid who might not even be an athlete, they definitely feel like they could be Travis Hunter. Yeah. And for him knowing that he could be that influential, Adidas made a lot more sense for his vision and the way that they treated him when they recruited him. Like, they didn't sit back like some other people and feel like, oh man, that's just he gonna come with us anyway. Like they were aggressive. They were aggressive. I mean, I hope they put it on the vlog. I don't want to reveal everything, but they were aggressive. And even when we talk about the contract, man, treat him like a basketball player. We're gonna do basketball numbers on this deal.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You know, football players don't sign big shoe deals for real because you ain't selling a lot of cleats. So they usually don't give football players, especially rookies, big deals. But in Mr. Hunter case, that wasn't the case. It was, we're gonna show you how serious we are. We're gonna treat you right. We're gonna treat your family right. Like, this is not just a Travis Hunter deal. This is a whole Travis Hunter and family deal. Like,
we heard you say, and we heard you show, or we saw you show, and you guys can join the Discord, right? But we saw you show where some of the family was getting blessed with the Adidas. Like you said, you got blessed with the Adidas, so they took care of the whole family that came up there.
Oh, everybody. And not just take care of them then. Like, you might want to say they signed to Adidas too.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
So long as he there, they good.
Yeah.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a lot of other details that, like I say, I can't expose, but they took care of everybody that he wanted to be blessed. And
nice.
And then even going to New York, the way they treated him there, like to put him in Times Square like that, to put the billboard up, to do the meet and greet. And I always tell them too, like, when you got guys, and one thing about New York is so big and like media driven. And most of the time, when you see guys like that getting embraced in New York and you're not from New York, you're a big deal. Yeah. In New York feel like ain't nobody bigger than them or better than them. So you got to really be that thing in real life to be embraced in New York. And that's one thing I noticed this past week. Shedeur and Travis both were embraced in the city where they don't embrace many outsiders. Yeah. And I would say a lot of that too is due to how Adidas treated Trav and how Nike treated Shedeur when he came through. Like, they made it look right. It was a good feel. And then, you know, then you got a fool like myself who go to Nike wearing Adidas from head to toe on the same day we announced that Travis Hunter's going to Adidas.
But did that just happen because of how the meetings were set up? How did that happen?
It happened because, first of all, I didn't know Adidas was announcing it that morning. So I had already, but I'm already suited and booted. So I didn't made my Instagram post. Then I guess because the algorithm, I looked, Adidas, Travis, I'm like, oh, I knew they did the photo shoot a few days before. But I didn't know that they were going to announce it that day. So I happened to post my stuff on the same day that they announced Travis. And I'm like, oh, wow. So now I'm hitting Adidas people and we talking. And I'm like, well, I'm still here because they was about to come in. They was going to meet with us. So I was going to keep my Adidas stuff on. But then Shedeur hit me, like, pull up on me. So I go pull up on him, and not knowing, I thought we were supposed to go to the Giants and go talk to, go talk about, some stuff over there, what we're going to do in New York. I thought that was what the conversation was going to be, but it was, getting this car, we got to go somewhere. So we get in the car. I still don't know where we're going. I'm just going. I hear him on the phone. Yeah, man, because Nike want me to come through and to do a shooting and pick out stuff. And so I'm waiting. I'm sitting in the back of the truck. And then when he hang up the phone, I said, bro, we're going to Nike. He said, yeah, it ain't going to be long. I said, bro, I got Adidas from head to toe. And he looked at me and said, you scared? I said, I never scared.
Never scared. Bone crusher, baby.
I said, you cool with it? He said, you know what? I think it actually might help us. I said, you know what? I know it's going to help us. Don't worry. I got it from here. As long as you cool with it, I'm going to rock with you. Just follow my lead. So I think when I went in there, it shook the world up because, like I say, Nike already lost Adidas, so somebody at Nike might be getting fired because that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah. So it was not.
Wasn't supposed to happen.
It was a foregone conclusion that he was going to Nike too. And
most definitely.
And somebody Nike fumbled that bag.
Somebody dropped the ball. Yeah. So, and then I come in there Adidas from head to toe on the day that they announced it, and they looking like, well, who's this guy? And they just did. So now they put two together. He be with Travis and he be with Shedeur. Oh Lord, So now it's a panic and a frenzy. So they like, no, we got to get you out of that. I'm like, okay, cool. Which I knew they was gonna do that too. I'm like,
get me out of that then. Go ahead, get me out of that.
What you got? I like to wear black. I like to wear white. I mean, what you got? Like, whatever. Bring it to me. I love Air Force Ones. So they blowed me up. They bought a rack of clothes in there. They bought about 4 pair of shoes in there. Told me to take a pic, and then and after that, Sam, everybody was getting calls. Man, who's the guy we should do with all this Adidas stuff on? So we made our presence felt, but like I said, it only helps him because at the end of the day, you can't just sit back and treat people like you're the king almighty and people just gonna, bow down at your feet. Like, you gotta treat these young fellas like you really want them because these guys know better. This ain't the old days. These people know their value.
No, these guys absolutely know their value and they know the mathematics of that. When a contract expires, that you carry yourself the right way. The next bids go up, whether it's to stay with where you are or to move on.
Yes,
So
sir.
all of that is leverage to your favor. And speaking of leverage to your favor, again, Boog, you virtually slap my hand if I'm telling a lie or if you see it differently. One of the things I enjoyed about this Heisman process, all the way to including Travis's speech at his acceptance, is that because of the cameras, the microphones, the media, people got to know the Travis that we already know. Because during the season, Trav can be, reclusive, quiet, focused on the game. He don't do a lot of social media stuff. He just fishing, gaming with his lady, that kind of thing. But I think that throughout those weeks leading up to the Heisman, getting to New York, and then that speech, people really got to know the Travis Hunter Jr. that we already knew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That speech put a lot in perspective for a lot of people. It was so powerful. You had a lot of people who weren't fans of his for whatever reason, because it just how it is. Some of them became fans that night because of the way he put that. He didn't write that. It was all from the heart. It was all he didn't even want to practice the speech. He was just like, man, I'm just gonna say whatever come to mind. And it couldn't have went any better than the way it went, bro. But it was very moving, to the point where he had me in tears up in the stand, like, bro, like, and that kid really loves his family. He really loves his people. He loves everyone who was a part of his journey in any capacity. Like, he don't know nothing get by him. He understands everybody plays some type of role to help him get to where he's at, and he really grateful for that. So, like, them guys like that, the world got to see, like you say, stuff that we get to see pretty much every day. Like,
Boog, I gotta say this to you and the Chico. Shout out to Sir Ken in the chat. Sir Ken said somebody at Nike got fired just like the sound man.
Sound man out of here.
Gone.
You got to go, brother.
And I love the chat. We got well over 1,000 people watching on both channels, man. Checking in live. It is Unk&Chico. No, your calendar's not broke. It's not Sunday night. It's Tuesday. But we had to drop this special episode. We got our man Boog from Young Money is in the house. This special episode called it Tuesday Night Vibe.
It's Tuesday Night Live. It's Tuesday Night Live.
Yeah. Hey. Hold on, Boog. Give Boog a beat. Give Boog a beat.
First of all, Boog, somebody say you sound like Kanye West, speaking of beats and rappers, but let them know where you're from, Boog.
Man, I'm about the mud, man. White Castle, Louisiana, small town down south of Baton Rouge, man. I'm, at the bottom. Yeah.
Straight up. Shout out to, I had little person. I had 4 roommates in college that was from New Orleans, Algiers, Uptown, West Bank, all of them.
All over.
But I will tell you this: when Katrina hit and the family came up and stayed with us, I have never had a better Thanksgiving before in my life. The mama took over the kitchen. Lord have mercy.
Amen. Touch your soul.
Woo. The crawfish and the cakes and oh my God, the jambalaya. I ate so much jambalaya I can't eat jambalaya anymore. Oh yeah, they went crazy up there. We went upstairs, come back downstairs, eat, go back upstairs, go outside, take a ride in the old school caddy with cousins and stuff, and then come back, eat again, and then so yeah, that was a great one right there. Shout out to everybody.
Thanksgiving, when I leave with my cousins, we come back, everybody eyes red.
That's why I say you go take a ride in the Oldsmobile.
That was the food that for.
That's what the food
that was the food that for after that.
Yes, sir.
Man, y'all ain't nothing, dog.
Man, appreciate the chat. The chat is lit. They loving this episode. They loving this special guest. We appreciate the love from y'all and y'all checking in with us and supporting the program.
Here's a question right here from the chat, and I wanted to clarify this too. Let's talk about Young Money real quick and what Young Money does. Everybody knows Young Money from Lil Wayne in the music part of the game. What does Lil Wayne have going on with Young Money in the sports part of the game, and what is it that Boog does? What is that you do?
Man, I'm one of the original co-founders and the president of the company for Young Money APA Sports. So Wayne, I don't know, people don't remember this probably, but Wayne, there was a time where Wayne couldn't really put out music. Like, he could only do features. He couldn't put out albums because he was tied up with his former label, at Cash Money. So there was a point of time where I felt like, God don't miss, man. God gave Wayne something that aligns with everything that he do, and it made it really natural because it was a time where like I say, Pretty Tony and I was trying to figure out what was next, man. You know, school closed down. We need to figure out, you know, we've been helping all these kids. And they getting over to the other side of the table. These kids are getting misled, getting mistreated. You're in a white male-dominated industry that takes advantage of it, you know, a lot of these guys. And we was trying to figure out, like, man, we got to do something big. We got to figure out a way to really, you know, make an impact. And that's when it dawned on us, like, man, you know, I know Wayne trying to get in sports. But at the time, you had other companies, the bigger companies, was trying to buy rights to the Young Money catalog to use it for marketing. They wanted the Young Money brand because at the time, you got to think, Nicki, Drake, and Wayne on top of the world, all three at the same time. So what bigger catalog to have than access to that? So we convinced Wayne and Mac and Ted, say, hey, man, you ain't got to go shop them. We could build this for you. Because Wayne, we call him Tunchi, was at a point where he couldn't put out music. So I kept telling him, like, man, this is a place where I feel like this could fill a void until that gets situated legally. This is somewhere else he can make an impact in the world. Because he was saying he had situations where he would hang out with pro athletes all the time in all season. He was like, man, these guys always need to borrow money, bro. What's going on in that lane? Like, these kids making more money than me. And I got loan of money until the season started. And he like, something ain't right in that industry. I don't know what it is, but can y'all help fix it? And that's why we all put our head together, put together a company that will allow guys to like look like us and everybody else to not be taken advantage of. Because he was noticing, like, man, something ain't right. These guys making way too much money to be borrowing money in all season. Like, this ain't right. It's not, you know. And you talking about a professional sports lane where 78% of professional athletes go broke within 2 years of retirement. Like, that's a norm. Like, that's kind of like a norm. Like, that you're going to get rich, you're going to play sports, and when you retire, you're going to go broke. It's kind of like already set, unless you're the Shaquille O'Neals, the Deion Sanders, and the Michael Jordans, and the Pride of the world. You know, the rest of them kind of like have a hard time figuring out what's next after sports. So for Wayne, it was a crucial time, like I say, because he couldn't put out music, so it kept him relevant to start a sports company. And also he was making an impact that he really wanted to make change in a space where, and again, and a lot of people fought him when he came to space. Nobody wanted to see Lil Wayne in the sports space. Like, you already had Jay-Z in the space. You know what I'm saying? Like, having too many powerful black men like that coming into a white male-dominated industry is not the best thing for everybody else. And then we came in and did it our way. Like, we didn't come in and kiss the ring and this, that, nothing. A lot of people didn't like that, you know, because the other CEO, co-founder, Adi Von Gassar, who we brought to Lil Wayne and put the two companies together. That's why it's APAA. It's Young Money and it's APAA. So APAA stands for Adi, Peter, Andrew, Alex. Those are 4 grandsons of the Anheuser-Busch family. So their grandfather started Budweiser, you know, Bud Light, St. Louis Cardinals, Busch Stadium, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, like one of the wealthiest families in the world. So we was able to take them and put them two together and really like change a situation where they really weren't welcome in this space. But yeah, it actually came together, man. And then, like I said, I was fortunate enough to be one of those guys that helped spearhead that and really, you know, put the plan in place. And then, like I say, from day one, I really, that's Adi standing right on side me with the white hoodie on. And man, and that was the spirit of Wayne and taking them and building them and putting them in sports. And then, like I say, he loves sports naturally. So it wasn't nothing that you had to really coerce him into. Like, he loves sports. He just didn't understand how to build sports. And like, his thing was too, like, okay, we want to do a sports company, but we don't want to do it like, and I ain't trying to throw about it on the bus, like some artists of the, so I ain't gonna say the name, some artists of the past tried sports companies that failed because they was trying to do it themselves. And Wayne's thing was, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be an agent. I just want to build an agency and have a support system here and help mentor. And I want to hire people who have access to really do this job the right way and be really respectful and reputable in the space and let them do the business. So he didn't want to be an agent. He just wanted to build an agency where he could, you know, hire agents that knew what they were doing and build it out the right way. So that's kind of, so with Wayne, Mac, and Cortez out there, you know, Jackson State alum, that was how that came together, which you also see with a lot of how those dots are connected. You know, Ted's been at Jackson State, and one of the people wonder why would Prime end up at Jackson State of all places. That was our connector right there, because Ted's was running with us on the sports side as well. And then when it came time, we brought Ted's and Prime together, and Ted's helped.
And Chico, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, Chico.
Look at all those connections, though. Go ahead.
Let me tell you this, Chico, that you don't know. You don't know this, Chico. Boog know it, but Chico don't know it. Long time ago, when I worked with 2 sports agencies and used to take guys to the Senior Bowl to get them ready for their interviews and get them prepped up for even the combine interviews. I'm at the Senior Bowl, Mobile, Alabama, and I get a text from a guy wanting to meet with me. And it's like, man, our mutual friend, Tez. And we sit at the bar in Mobile, Alabama, the Senior Bowl Host Hotel. And he said, Neil, I want to pick your brain on something. I said, what's that? He said, what do you think about Deion Sanders coming to Jackson State? Now, this is like January or February, Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
I said, I think we need to keep it between me and you and make it happen. I said, because if he really wants to coach at 8, hey, look, just like you from White Castle, I love being from Jackson. That's my hometown. But here's the reality. If Deion Sanders, and I told Tez this at the Senior Bowl, I said, if Deion Sanders wants to coach at the HBCU, here's why we got to keep it quiet. Tallahassee got an HBCU, and it's a more up-and-coming city than Jackson. Nashville got an HBCU, and it's a way more up-and-coming city than Jackson. Baton Rouge, Houston, like it's a lot of cities that got HBCUs.
Yes, sir.
I said, you know, Jackson got a pothole on every damn corner. If we gonna get Deion Sanders to come to Jackson, Mississippi, we can't let nobody know because he might go somewhere else if we see them other places. So
yeah,
I enjoyed that meeting with Tez, and as time rolled on, later that same summer, man, September 21st, 2020 is when we announced that Coach Prime was gonna come to Jackson State. So it's like you said, man, all that connectivity and those God made it happen, man.
Yes,
like
sir.
it ain't nothing but God.
Yes, sir. No doubt. And that thing with Ted, like I said, man, Ted, I always credit Ted for like really changing my life, man. I was at the point where, like, we was trying to figure it out, man, and he was a blessing to all of us.
Yeah.
And like I said, he had already done so much in the industry and paving the way and beating down those doors that a lot of people probably didn't want to walk into at first. But by that time, he was moving and grooving. He was plug and play for him. So,
yeah, absolutely. Like I said it jokingly about you and Prime earlier. Like, there's no doubt in the world that I wouldn't be here without Prime and Pretty Tony. I mean, we all know that, but I wouldn't even know them without Tez. Like Tez, the original plug. I wouldn't have met them without him. So shout out to Cortez, man. All he did to make these relationships happen, and look where it is. It ain't over, but we got a Heisman trophy. Right.
Got a Heisman damn trophy, dog.
Our draft pick. You're about to have 2 of them, within the first 2 picks. And then you replace Shedeur with a Juju. Like, the train just keep on rolling, man. Like, it can't be nothing but a blessing. It can't be nothing but ordained, because this wouldn't just happen any other way.
Right.
Isn't that a song? Just gonna keep on rolling.
Yeah.
Got you. All right, I digress. All right. Boog, talk to me about a couple pictures real quick. I'm gonna post these pictures. Tell me about them. Bam.
Oh, PJ, man, we just had a blast in Miami for 5 days, man. Big house on the water. Invited a bunch of people there. Had a great time on the water, man. So we were leaving there to go to Vegas for my dog's birthday celebration. So we had, we booked a good jet to go from Miami to Vegas to go celebrate. We would continue the celebration after Miami. And we finished it in Vegas. And also, not only finished it in Vegas, it was NBA Summer League too. So I had to go there. I had some NBA guys that I work with. So I had to go to Vegas anyway. So, yeah, we went from Miami to Vegas, man.
Nice. One just popped up already, but talk to me about the Heisman Trophy winning Travis Hunter one time.
The unicorn, man, the guy that, like I say, I'm grateful forever to be, part of his journey. And like I said, that's the one guy, like I told everybody who's attached to Travis is blessed, bro. Like, that guy, he getting everything he deserves and then some, because everything that he do, like, he deserves it, man. That's us on this show, man. I co-host with him on this Travis Hunter show. Like I said, we got good chemistry, man. I be around him so much, man. We do real well on that camera together, bro. Like, they overtime action to come in and be a part of it one time, and then after the first time they asked me, would I come back and just do it full time? And I'm like, man, that's my guy. So it's nothing. I got you. So yeah, that's how that ended up happening.
It's a real good product, man. I enjoy, like you said, y'all's chemistry, the conversations, and again, that's part of what I was talking about in this Heisman buildup, like people really getting to know Travis. Like, it's one thing to see him play ball and you make assumptions about his personality because it's end zone celebration or something. But the questions that you ask and the way y'all go back and forth, like, people have really gotten to know the real him. And I really believe this, man, that whether it's 1, 2, 5, or 20, I think that helped in that Heisman voting process. I think it's some people that got to know him through these shows and podcasts with you and through these other interviews he's been doing. It's like, you know what? I hate Prime, but I'm going to vote for him. But don't get a mistake now. It's a prime tax on everything.
On everything.
Prime tax.
On everything, bro.
Yeah.
Will it be a prime tax on where Shedeur Sanders goes? And where can you see him fitting in better? New York, Vegas? Where do you see Shedeur Sanders fitting in the best? I know he'll fit anywhere, but where do you think?
Chico, this is the thing about Shedeur. I'm gonna talk football first. Again, and Neely said this kind of about like 10 minutes ago. He was like, man, when Prime talked about, going to, building up Trinity, building up Jackson State, building up Colorado. You got to think out of all, that's not on him. He had, the Truth program, all that, One thing that was always consistent with that with Prime was Shedeur. So he's used to taking situations that aren't very, very good and turning them into gold. So for him, we know he's going to go to a team that's going to be bottom of the barrel. So you can't get a quarterback that's more prepared to turn anything around other than Shedeur. He's been turning stuff around his whole entire career. He's never inherited anything that was already golden. It was always dusty, and he had to blow the dust off and make it shine again. So for him, stepping into a role like that, and I think that's what a lot of quarterbacks fail when they go into the league early like that and got to play right away, because a lot of these guys are coming from like the Alabama. They're coming from winning programs with winning traditions. They're used to winning and stepping into stuff that a machine is already rolling. For them, when they go in, they got to actually figure out, I didn't got knocked across my head a couple times. I need to figure out what works. It don't really resonate for them because they haven't been through it. For Shedeur, he's been going through that since a kid. Everything he touched has not been good, and he's turned it and made it excellent. So, even with that, he's going to be fine no matter where he goes, because he knows what it takes to turn a losing organization and turn it into a winner, and he know how to do it very fast. It don't take him long. He can get in there and tell you right away, this is what I need. I need to get rid of this. I need less of this. I need more. He has a mind. His IQ is through the roof. So he's going to be fine. Now, from a city standpoint, we talking Vegas or New York, he's good either way. And somebody just in New York was trying to talk. We was at dinner, and somebody was trying to talk about the lady saying, you don't want to come here to New York. And they were like, you fit better in Vegas, this, that, and other. He was like, and he kept telling them, I'm good either way. I'm good either way. They were like, they was trying to tell him, like, no, New York will eat you alive. These fans, they're good when you're winning, but the organization been bad for so long, and when you're losing, they're gonna ridicule you. They're gonna talk about, the media's gonna stomp you, this, that, and that. And Shedeur look there in the face and like, I've been doing, that's been the case. Like, when we went 4-8 last year, you don't think our fans didn't turn on us? Like, you don't think, when I first stepped into Jackson State, the fans weren't, kind of questionable about who I was until so for him, it was like, I don't care about that, because at the end of the day, the media, all that begins with football. So when it comes down to football, I got football under control. So the media can't kill me if I go out there and do my job, which I know I'm going to do. So for me, and that's what he kept preaching. So it's no matter which city I go to, it's still going to be football first for me. So either way the cut go, I'm going to make the football work. So these fans going to have to love me at some point. They might not love me first in day one or year one, but they're going to eventually have to love me because I'm going to do what I've been doing.
Absolutely love that, man. I've told people.
Dang it. Sound man, you got the job back. You got your job back, damn near, Sound man.
There you go with the damn near, because I'm impressed, Sound man. I'm impressed. Because Sound man, let me tell you something. Sound man ain't getting picked at number one for nothing. Unless it's number one for failure. But I love that assessment, man, because here's what I tell folks when they ask me, I don't care if it's in a barbershop or a boardroom. I said, first of all, let's deal with this. Wherever Shedeur gets drafted, he's getting drafted early. So whatever team is picking early, they got some damn issues.
Yes, sir.
Who have you seen go through adversity in college, overachieve, whether it was a lackluster offensive line, whether it was dealing with changes in offensive coordinators each year, whether it was dealing with changing in locations and schemes? Like, what quarterback in college is more prepared for the adversity that comes along with a first pick team than Shedeur Sanders? And like you said, it's the reason that Alabama quarterbacks don't pan down the league, because they come from a system that is designed where they don't fail. They got an offensive line. They got a running back that's a bruising back that could take pressure off them from passing deep. They got one stretch the field receive. Like, Shedeur has been in situations where he has had to help bring all these pieces together, veto something or approve something. Like, he is not only a head coach on the field and the quarterback on the field, he a general manager on the field. Like to me, it doesn't matter if it's, Vegas with the Raiders or New York with the Giants. And I know this about Coach Prime. Coach Prime is an infrastructure guy. Coach Prime it could give a less about Vegas and New York. It's like, okay, who the quarterback coach?
Right.
What kind of person are they? Yeah. Who the line coach? Yeah, like he's going to look at all those ancillary things that impact the quarterback's performance.
Right.
But Shedeur is going to be Shedeur no matter where he goes, and that team is picking first. Like he that dude, man.
Yeah. And they were trying to convince him that it was this and that. He kept saying, all that don't matter. Because when I do what I do, that's gonna be what it. When I do what I do, they're gonna love me anyway. Eventually they're gonna become fans.
Yeah. I mean, you was there, Jackson. We heard daddy ball chants. We heard all the daddy ball noise. And think about this now. Here's what people try to forget, Boog. Week 1, freshman year, Orange Blossom Classic. We won 7-6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shedeur didn't throw a touchdown pass.
Correct.
And so the daddy ball noise got real loud. And then we go to Tennessee State and eke out a win. It wasn't about week 4 or 5 that people started going like, oh, no, damn, he is good. Because he had figured it out. Like he had figured who he could rely on in practice and in the games. The game plan adjusted. The same thing is going to happen in Las Vegas or New York.
Yep.
You're going to have the initial bumps in the road, but once he figures it out, shit.
Hell on wheels.
What city does Neely want to go to the most?
Man, here's where I want to go. Put that picture back up of Boog in that PJ. I want to go wherever Boog going.
Let's go back to Vegas then. Let's go to Vegas, baby.
Hey,
right
wherever he going, that's where I want to go.
Back to Vegas it is.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nice, man.
Hey, again, shout out to the over thousands watching us live, man. We on both channels, Unk&Chico live Tuesday Night Vibe, special episode with our man from Young Money, the one and only Boog. Legendary recruiter, legendary finder of talent, legendary manager of talent. And let me tell y'all this out there. Finding talent and managing talent is two different damn things. Like, it's a lot of folks can find. I was talking to Shedeur one day about the rap game, about when the song get dropped. I said, man, it's a lot of folks can rap, but it's a lot of folks can't entertain.
Correct.
Like being able to go in the studio and drop bars and being able to get on stage and entertain people is two different things. And it's the same thing like with the management process for athletes or actors, entertainers, whatever. You can find talent, but it take another type of dude that can manage talent and boogie both of them at the same time.
and keep them. A lot of people don't get to keep them. In this space, a lot of people get them, and then when they get to, you don't know what happens. It's a weird. Game.
Like the first agency I was with, we had Dak Prescott, and Dak and I are still cool to this day. And when he switched agencies, one thing he told me, he said, man, I'm leaving them. I'm not leaving you. You can come with me. Like, we good. And that's that relationship capital, man. Like you said, man, when people get to them second contracts and see some other values, they be like, okay, you got me this far, but I'm out. So it's a testament to the manager who can keep that talent with him. Absolutely.
So, Boog, we got the draft coming up after everything is done. We got the bowl game, which is, of course, Travis and Shedeur are going to be playing in. We're looking forward to that. Then you're going to have pro days and our senior games. What is it? Senior all-star games, pro days, combines, and everything like that. What are you most looking forward to, coming up before we get up out of here?
I'm most looking forward to the pre-draft process in itself, that journey. I want to, because a lot of times you get to go through this and witness it, but I think this year here is going to be something special to see these guys. Because for me, this last bowl game, I think I might cry. Like, to see 2 and 12 play last game together, like, I don't know if I'm prepared to embrace that yet.
I'm going to cry in the car.
Man, I don't think I'm ready for that one. Let's start there. I don't think I'm ready for that. Like, this has been such a hell of a ride, bro. Like, I don't ever want this thing. And so from there, you then see them transition, because immediately after that bowl game, they're pros.
Yeah.
That clock hit 0, they're pros. Yeah. And their journey to becoming a pro starts then. So that next 4 months is going to be interesting. So I'm interested to see with Travis, depending on how it goes, is he going to do everything at the combine, or is he going to wait and do everything at pro day? because all lights gonna be on him, and they're gonna want to see if Shedeur gonna throw at the combine, or is he gonna wait to pro day? So a lot of this gonna want to see, because like the lights gonna be shining bright. And I know one thing, I just kind of, I'm gonna say this because I know this, it might not happen, but I know deep down inside, no matter what, Travis might be advised otherwise, but he gonna want that moment. He
absolutely,
that moment.
Absolutely.
And people gonna want to see, is he gonna do receiver drills and come back and do DB drills at the same time? You don't see people do that. So people gonna be paying close attention to see if he gonna do it. But Trav, knowing him, he's gonna want to do it. But I'm not sure that his counsel's gonna say,
he should do it.
And you have that, man. Like I said, when I was agency days, like we would have those discussions, and we was like, what's most advantageous to the client? Do we run the 40 at the combine or wait to do it at the pro day? Do we do the weightlifting there? You can have those discussions. One of the things I'm looking forward to Colorado's pro day, I say more than the combine, because we got so many other guys that are going to be showcased at that pro day. And I can't imagine as magnanimous, big word there, Chico, as magnanimous as Shedeur is, I can't imagine him not throwing to LeJohntay or Will Shepherd, or Jimmy Horn. And so I think like it'll be one of those situations where you see him throw twice, because those is guys. And it's the same thing like with this bowl game, like Jimmy Horn has been out with injury. Now he's back, man. Shedeur gonna find a way to get him the ball. Like them is guys. And so I'm looking forward to that final game, Chico, that bowl game, because I know what it means for them, and I know they want to bring the best out of each other and go out with a big bang.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing to see, man. We've seen them do some connect on some crazy situations, and of course, Travis wouldn't be in the situation he's in without Shedeur, and vice versa. I think they really helped each other elevate and get to the Heisman Trophy, man. Damn,
they made life easier for each other for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about that.
Somebody look, Neely.
There it is, magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
Like, I try to give y'all an ACT word today. Boog, I got to tell you something. We were live the other night.
Man, I know you ain't gonna bring that up.
Somebody's name on the screen was.
Hey, Boog. Boog, look, I just learned that I can mute it, Boog. Look, I just learned that I can mute it.
The style,
man.
Yes, sound man back in effect, baby.
Sound man gonna get a raise. I love the sound man. Don't cut me off. But somebody's name was Anonymous Hebrew, and when he got ready to read that
book, I skipped over the word anonymous because I thought I thought it was just a part. I thought his name was Hebrew, but the thing said Anonymous Hebrew, so I was like, is that his name or is just? So I said Hebrew, and Neely jumped on it. Oh, you ain't know the word anonymous? Oh, yeah.
Hey, y'all, I just want y'all to know that man had my mic muted the whole time.
Yes, I got you now. Hey, when I look, I said I'm gonna get him next time.
Sound man on point now.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him next time.
Hey, let me tell the chat this. Chat, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all being here, supporting us. If you have enjoyed this special guest on the Tuesday night, Big Boog being in the house, type of B-O-O-G in the chat. Type B-O-O-G. Let's send Boog out of here with some Boogs, baby. Like, let's let this man know we appreciate all this information and insight that he has given, even though my mic got muted a couple of times. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate what you have done to help Trav and all the other players be successful. Anything that Unk&Chico can do to help you, we in your corner, man. Value ally, value friend. Appreciate you taking your time out on this Tuesday night to hop on here, man. There they go. All them Boogs going by now.
All the Boogs in the chat right now. Y'all put your city and the state in the chat right now, too. We got anybody checking in from Louisiana. Oh, now. Let them know. We got Louisiana.
Lady C speaks. She said Boog is a cutie. We just said tell the shot the man name out. We ain't trying to matchmake on here. Y'all going to Unk&Chico. That's Unk&Chico after dog. This is Unk&Chico Tuesday night vibe.
We're trying to be professional here, Bob.
That's love, man. I appreciate the love, man. Y'all show me a lot of love, man.
Yeah, let them know, Boog. Go ahead, let them know where they can find you at, what to look out for in the future.
Yeah, I always go with the love at, man. So for me, I'm on Instagram, man, at YM Young Money, YM_BOOG32. That's pretty much, I spend a lot of my time on Instagram and, on my Discord. I do a lot of my exclusive content where, I don't just want people just stealing my stuff, but clearly they've been taking my stuff and going crazy with it lately and using it for the wrong reasons. So I got to go put it somewhere where they got to, pay to go get it. But yeah, man, that's where I'm at on IG. YM_Boog 32.
Hey, Boog, this is a true story. Hey, Chico, you gonna laugh at this one. You gonna get mad first though. I'm gonna do a name drop, Boog. I after we all left office, I went and had dinner with Coach Prime. Went to a little Mexican spot, and he asked me how all the content was going. He specifically asked me about Chico. He said, "Man, how you and Big Dog doing?" I said, "Man, we doing great, man." I said, it's popping off. I love the partnership. I said, and just think, it started because he was stealing all my stuff. And so, shout out to Chico for being such a good thief. I said he was stealing my stuff so good. I said, man, we should join up. Hey, boy, I bust out laughing, man. I said, hey, I couldn't stop from stealing. Let me just bring him in.
Yeah, man, I'm gone, man. Boog, we out of here, Boog. We appreciate you coming in. Hell no.
Love, man.
Yeah.
Dang, dog. Boog, man, we should have had you buzzer freestyle, but it's all good. We appreciate you, Boog, man. Uncle Neely, you wild.
Hey, I'm just telling you a true story, man. I'm just telling you a true story. Boog, we holler at the office tomorrow, baby. We appreciate you coming on.
Unc said these are all facts.
Oh, shout out to Big Dog.
Tuesday night vibes, baby. Tuesday night vibes. We appreciate Boog for joining
us. The chat
on.
was engaged. The chat was appreciating all the info. We had a couple of practices this week. Chico got practice tomorrow. Then we're gonna practice to Friday, take off Saturday, practice Sunday. Out of here Monday. We get out of here Monday, going to San Antonio. So less than 2 weeks away, man. Coaching in on 1 week away to this bowl game, and the motto for the bowl game, Chico, from Coach Prime's mouth to my ears: finish. Got to finish.
Got to finish. I know it's a little bit like less, just stressful and going through practice and stuff right now. It's kind of like a little bit easy going than regular season. Yeah. I remember going to the bowl game and stuff, but you want to win that game, especially once the game starts. You want to win that game, and it's going to be a competitive game. BYU going to come in there to play. They're going to be disciplined. They're going to be firing on all cylinders, and hopefully we can force some turnovers, and we'll be firing on all cylinders too. Linebacker room is a little bit lighter than we came in with. A little bit thinner, but we're going to have some guys that's playing that's going to be looking to prove something out there that's going to be hungry also. Shout out to B. Gant. Hopefully B. Gant could be back. Yeah. And a couple other guys out there at the linebacker spot. So, looking forward to it coming up. But you did get a chance to see, we said it earlier, you did get a chance to see the big fella, Jahim Otis. We should have asked Boog about him because I think he's a part of the squad also, the Young Money squad.
Yeah, sure. We let that one get away.
Did we let it get away? Boog, you still back there? Hold
on. If he's still, I don't know if Boog's still there.
Like you said, nigga, this is our show. We run things.
We got to ask if he's still in the green room.
And he want to come back.
Yeah.
You feel me? Hold on, let me see. Boog, you back? He in the green room. Make sure he ain't in the green room like Snoop Dogg or nothing like that, because that's a different type of green room.
Getting the greens in the green room.
I was still here listening to y'all, man.
All right.
Boog, we appreciate it, Boog. Real quick, we just wanted to talk about the big fella from Alabama. We saw him in a couple of pictures with you guys, and the picture that we posted earlier, too. Actually, if you look at it closely, he's back there in the background also.
Yeah, that's Jahim back there.
Yeah. So talk to me about Big Jahim and what he's going to be bringing to the Colorado Buffaloes.
Young Money APA represents him as well. So my agents that up under us been handling all this off season stuff as well. So he played a little bit at Bama his first 4 games and decided to take the red shirt. So he still has 2 years of eligibility left. And it's one of them things where we had real talks with him. He had a lot of interest. He's number 1 D tackle in the portal. All these big schools, a lot of SEC schools and stuff Big Ten schools came at him. But we had to look at where you're gonna be the most impactful and where can you learn the most and where can the light shine the brightest, to where whatever you do, it don't get overlooked. And then like I always told him, bro, even as a representation, it's our job to lead them in the right direction and make them understand what they're getting themselves into when they go to certain places or what they're up against. And I think for him, all the arrows pointed best for what he needed was here, you know, with Coach D. Lou and Coach Sapp over there, man, like for his evolution. Because the talent's there, the size, the strength, all that's there, you know. He's been coached well. He played under Coach Saban for 2 years, you know, so he understands discipline. He understands, you know, hard work. He understands how to win. You know, he's been part of a winning culture, so that's important too when you're recruiting guys out of the portal to come help you build something that they're used to winning. So for him, he's been used to winning, and that's one of those things where I look at Jahim coming and make an instant impact to come dominate the Big 12, man. Like, he's going to be getting double teamed night in, night out. Yeah. Like, you know, nobody's going to block him one-on-one. And that's going to be a game changer for us.
If he's going to be getting double teamed, then what are they going to do with Big Quinn Barnes, who also came over from Alabama the year before, or played this year?
Pick your poison.
Yeah, you're going to be getting hit in the mouth.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, and then don't rule out the fact that he's going to be getting coached by 2 first-rounders, one of them with a gold jacket, who spent their entire career getting double-teamed and beaten. So just think when he gets that molding, when he gets that coaching, and that was a perfect example of what I meant earlier about we lost something, but we got better.
Yes, yeah. Sir. Can you do that analogy once again, Uncle Neely, what you said?
Which one, about the $10 and $50?
About the $10, big dog, because some people might have missed that. Might have went over their head.
If you drop $10 and realize, like, damn, I lost $10, and take a couple more steps and pick up a 50, did you really lose $10? Sound like net 40 to me. Sound like net 40 to me. I'm all about the net. Hey, Boog, Chico, y'all both in business. Don't tell me the gross. Tell me the net.
The net profit, yeah.
Net profit, baby. Yes, indeed. Last picture, Boog. I know we done brought you back. Last picture. I just want to show this picture right here. Big Jahim next to Coach Warren Sapp one time.
Ooh.
He got
that boy. What's that? Ooh.
That boy Marcus, ain't
he? He got a monster to work with, boy. All right. This is going to be the second outro now. But we appreciate you once again, man.
Shout out to only the Unk&Chico show could release a guest, and only a real guest like Boog is still hanging in the green room, eating up the hors d'oeuvres and stuff, and he come right back home.
Boog gonna say, man, I'm getting the hell up out the green room as soon as y'all let me go this time. Y'all done brought me back.
No, man.
Appreciate you, Boog.
I'm about to get over to the spot, man, where they got with Jahim and them over there. I'm about to go try to catch them for the end dinner real quick, you know?
Okay.
Sure. Tell him much love, man. We appreciate him, and congrats on joining the Buff Nation. And again, Boog, anytime you want to come back on, man, just hit us up. And, you know, we're going to certainly reach out to you because we love having you with us.
Let's do it, man. I'm with it. Anytime.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you,
all right, Boog. Appreciate it.
Boog. School Buffs. All right, man. We've been on for the longest. We appreciate you guys checking in with us. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let us know what y'all think about the show, what you thought about the show. Once again, Uncle Neely, it's been another one.
It's been another one, man. We've been at this thing an hour and 18 minutes, and the chat has stayed lit the entire time. Much love to the chat on y'all's engagement, the way y'all support both channels, both platforms. Man, I got an inbox the other day from a lady who said she literally watches both of them live at the same time on 2 different screens. And so y'all make sure y'all hit them thumbs up. Make sure y'all hit them notifications because we're going to drop shows like this. You know we coming Sunday nights. You got that. But these Tuesday pop-ups and Thursdays and Saturdays, we coming with some special guest stuff, you know, particularly in off season. So make sure you got that notification bell on and you're subscribed. Hit them likes on the way out the door. Man, Chico, that was a banger there. Appreciate you, Boog, coming in from Young Money, showing that love.
Once again, yes, indeed. Appreciate you one time, and we're going to go ahead and let everybody know. Support the Buffalo. And get you
don't tell the sound man. The sound man already been on it because he look. Maybe he went ate some bread to soak up that alcohol. You remember that old rumor? Well, you need to eat some bread. Go get you something.
Yeah, go eat some bread and soak up the alcohol. Boy, that's some Southern stuff right there, boy.
Southern. Hey, guys, ain't no scientific validity to it whatsoever.
None. But you still did it. And you felt
better.
And
then went drunk some more.
All right, man. We thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. And good night. Y'all know what to do.
Drop it. They hear that sound, they know what time it is.
Run them lights up.
Yes, sir.
Run them lights up.
Unk&Chico.
Everybody run them lights up. Ride on them, Unk. Ride on them.
Chico, don't you back that thing in. You got it in, take it the other way. all these folks like Chico review cameras. You come from, you have to look back.
I was just about to ask you. Do you have the rear view camera?
Oh no, you got to look back, baby.
It's another one, baby. It's another one. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit the like, subscribe. Hey, y'all.
With Unk and Big Dog.
Tuesday.
With Unk and Big Dog. With Unk and Big Dog.
Big Dog. So get ready for it.
Unk and Big Dog. Chico.
You about it? I'm about it.